So up to now we have discussed about different respiratory organs in different animals, and now we will discuss the movement. So different animals moves in different ways. That means animals are different in their movement. So movement. So children, all living organisms need food for their survival. So that's why they move from one place to another place in search of their food. So without food, all living organisms cannot survive. So for their survival, they have to move from one place to another place in search of their food. But all animals does not move in the same way. Different animals will move in different ways. So the animals are different in their movement. So generally, there are some kinds of movements. For example, walking, running, jumping, and swimming, crawling, so flying. So children, so these are the some movements which we can observe in different animals. So the walking, running, jumping, swimming, crawling, and flying. So these are the some movements so in the animals. So for example, walking, running, and jumping. So most of the animals, especially all dogs, cats, that means all domestic animals and all wild animals will have 4 legs. The legs are called limbs. So all domestic and wild animals have 4 limbs. So the front, so there are 2 limbs in their front and 2 limbs at their back. So the 2 limbs which are present at their front are called forelimbs. So the 2 limbs which are present at their front side are called forelimbs, and the 2 limbs which are present at their back are called hind limbs. So with the help of their forelimbs and hind limbs, so most of the animals can walk, can run, can jump. So most of the animals means all the domestic animals, dogs, cats, rats, cows, buffaloes, goats and sheep, etc. And all the wild animals, lions, tigers, leopards, cheetah, wolf, etc. All these animals can walk, can run, and also can jump, and they move from one place to another place in search of their food. And if we take some birds, water birds, so if we take some water birds like crane or stork, so stork birds, so have you ever seen the stork birds? They are very larger in size. So and also cranes. So these are called water birds, and they have a long thin legs. They have a long thin legs, so which are useful in wading the water. So with the help of their long thin legs, they can move easily in the water, and they can easily catch the fishes with the help of long beaks. So in this way, different animals and different birds will move from one place to another place with the help of their limbs by the movements walking, running, and jumping also. And if we take swimming, so some animals like fishes, and whales and sharks, etc., they will move from one place to another place by swimming. So the fishes can swim with the help of their fins. So the fishes have fins. So on their bodies, generally the body of the fish is very thin and strong, and the fins are present on either side of its body. So they can move and they can swim through the water, and the body shape of these fishes are pointed at their both ends. So that means the shape of the fishes are streamlined. So just like this. That means the front part and back part of the fish is pointed. So this shape is called streamlined shape. So with the help of its shape, it can move easily through the water, and this shape will less resist to the water flow. It can move easily for a longer distance without tide. So this is about fishes, and fishes can move from one place to another place by swimming, and fishes can swim with the help of their fins. And also we take frogs and ducks. So if we take frogs and ducks, they have a webbed feet. They have a webbed feet. Children, so look at the picture, how a webbed feet is. Have you ever seen the feet of frogs or ducks? So they have a webbed feet. So webbed feet means the fingers of their feet are joined by a thin layer of skin. That means all their fingers are joined by thin layer of skin, and they are not separate like our human beings or in other animals. So especially in frogs and ducks, the fingers of their feet are joined by a thin layer of skin. So that is called webbed feet. So the frogs can move from one place to another place with the help of webbed feet, and it can jump and hop from one place to another place. When the frog is in water, so it can swim with the help of its webbed feet. And also ducks have also webbed feet. It can dive into the deep into the pond, and it can easily eat the insects. So in the frogs and ducks, they have webbed feet. With the help of their webbed feet, they can move from one place to another place by jumping, by hopping. So and if they are in water, they can easily swim with the help of their webbed feet. And crawling. So children, so if you observe the movement of lizards and crocodiles, so these lizards and crocodiles have also legs, small legs. So they can move from one place to another place with the help of their small legs. That movement is called crawling. So have you ever seen the movement of lizards and crocodiles in TVs or cinemas? So they will move from one place to another place by the movement called crawling. And also ants and cockroaches. So all these will move from one place to another place by the movement called crawling, though they have legs. And snakes. So if we take snakes, the snakes have scales on their body. So it does not have legs. So with the help of its scales, it can crawl on the ground. So the movement of the snake is called crawling. So it does not have legs. So it has scales on their body. So by using its scales, it can move from one place to another place by crawling. So the movement of the snakes, lizards and crocodiles is called crawling. So the next one is flying. So especially all the birds will fly in the sky, and all the birds can walk on the land and also can fly in the sky. So because they have two pairs of wings, all the birds have two pairs of wings. So these wings are attached to the strong muscles which are present in their skeleton. So with the help of these two wings, they can easily fly in the air. And also the bones in the birds are filled with air. So that's why those bones are called hollow bones. So these hollow bones makes the body of the birds very light. So because of their light weight and because of their wings, they can move easily, they can fly easily in the sky. So with the help of the wings, all the birds will fly in the sky. So children, so these are the some basic movements: walking, running, jumping, and swimming, crawling, flying. So these are the some movements which we can observe in different animals. So all the animals does not move in the same way. So different animals will move in different ways. So this is about movement in the animals. So we can classify the animals on their movement. So jumping, swimming, crawling, flying. So these are the movements.